20 years in the IT business, and I just plugged my webcam into the RJ45 network plug connector thing. Yeah. Alright, well, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Good morning, happy birthday if it's your birthday, if not, well. Welcome back to Fake TV's The Lost Begotten channel. I am your host, of course. Fake TV's The Actual Lost Begotten. Who would have thunk it? And as you may have heard from the previous video, I was doing the Nurburgring 4-hour race, which is on the Type V layout, which I don't know if that's a real layout that gets used, whatever racing series it gets used in. I'm just not aware of it. For all I know, it could have been the one that this S2000 was in, because it's like a specific race with a lot of different factory classes where there's just a little bit of modification allowed and then a little bit more modification allowed. Right. And this was a I think it was F or F and G class winner. It says it in the help menu, I think. Anyway. But this class was basically meant to have stock exterior features and be based on stock parts. As far as drivetrain and, you know, no tube frame chassis or anything like that allowed. It's not just like a skin car. It's a real S2000. It doesn't even have a big stupid wing on the back. But they were allowed to do internal unvisible modifications to improve the downforce on it. And that apparently helped, in my opinion. But I still think this car on the game has more downforce than the car could have in real life. I mean, the car won in its class, so that's something. But, you know, it's a silly fast car, is what I'm trying to say. It just handles so beautifully. But that might be also a result of it not having too much power. It's certainly the slowest car on this track in a straight line. But it can get out of the corners and further in on the brakes by far. But two things that I know of as far as hardware that make this car have a tremendous advantage. Well, the naturally aspirated motor does have a chance of keeping up thanks to spoon, titanium retainers, and rocker arms. It took a long time for any other company to make rocker arms for a VTEC motor, but Spoon made them along, and that's the bit that sits between the camshaft and the valve on your motor that actually does most of the work. And they made basically a lighter and more rigid one, and that's one of the main reasons why this engine revs to 12,000 RPMs. I believe they use some H22 Type S parts, but other than that, it's basically a stock F20, or was it F20 2.0 liter, which is loosely based on the Accord motor. That's why it's got an F designation. Did you know that? Interesting. So was the H series. A H series and a F series, like a H series Prelude motor, will bolt up to an Accord. But the F series, they called the S2000's motor an F series, even though actually it's a cross between a H series and a K series. Really, the top end of it's a lot more like a K series. This one back then, to tune it, they reverted back to H series technology. Anyways. And the other thing that gives it tremendous advantage, as I discussed before, are the fucking 4-pot brake calipers. Dual piston per side, and it's got one piston slightly larger than the other, which is something that they specifically tuned for the best possible braking balance and capability, along with reduced wear on the brakes for that class of car. Like, your big Willowwood style brake kits are actually made for like big GT cars. if you get a high quality set of, say, Accord V6 style rotors, that's ample for stopping anything between a freaking Civic and an NSX, which is why NSXs come with Accord V6 rotors. Yeah, did you know that? You can take any 5-lug Honda Accord, any 5-lug Odyssey even. You can take your Odyssey, and you can buy some car-done, remanufactured NSX calipers and bolt them the fuck on there. And that is a beautiful thing. And also, like I said, I intend to one day put disc brakes on the back of my car, and then go rotor over hub conversion, which is by swapping out Acura CL from 2002 hubs on the front of the car. Enable my car to take NSX brakes as well.
We need to update the intro.
1 second, I'm being interrupted. Okay, bear with me. Apparently this is going to take a minute. Maybe 2 minutes. Okay, and we're back. Anyway. So, how are you doing, Mr. Conway? Let me see if I can make the screen big enough for me to see. Oh, look, he's already up there. Yes, Mr. Sean Conway says, howdy. I took the opportunity while I was waiting for all that drama to unfold to apply my Orajel so I can get to racing. Mouse over here. So, before I get to that, I just wanted to look at something right quick. There's force deinterlace on that. Okay. There was anti-aliasing enabled on that video playback that was in the intro screen, and that seemed to work pretty well. At the risk of crashing this shit, I'm going to try to force deinterlace. Did that work? No, that didn't work at all. Oh god, that's like much uglier. Okay, so I guess that's as good as we're going to get. And that looks better than it had been. So, yeah, I guess I'll proceed. So as you can see, I got 10 minutes left, which means I only got 1 or 2 laps left. Or 1.5 or 2 left. My last lap was my fast lap at an 8:28.107, which I suppose is fairly decent for this. I'm not really familiar with the, like I said, this is it's a layout similar to the 24-hour setup, but there's the run out to the Schumacher S and the Schumacher S are both missing. Anyways, so spoon rocker arms and fucking 4-pot brake calipers. Here I go. That just shouldn't have worked. Joey! Oops. I think that's the first time this whole race I went off right there. Gone off in other places. Yeah, you put some racing softs on this car, and it's definitely one of the best cars to learn how to drive this track fast in, because you get the handling that you'd get of a high downforce car, but you get a manageable level of power that won't overwhelm somebody who's just learning to drive at that speed. Fucking brilliant car to drive. It's throwing it all the way through there. Any car that can hold 150 and then stay above 70 right there. Good call. Oops. I'm pushing my limits here. That 828 didn't happen on its own. Tires are starting to go. Well, I basically just played until the race is almost done, because it took until just now for me to catch up to lap traffic. I passed like 2 or 3 lap cars, but there's no big bunch of them. There's 2 in a row, and there's a few more up in front of them. Alright, we're gonna go on shit tires. Okay, good enough traction. Oh, I thought I had another lap. Well, that was quick. Aw, no replay option. 481 grand. Woohoo! Oh, I got to level 33. How about that? Just curious. How far down did the horsepower go? It was 372. So we lost 18. Or, right now. There. Oh, wait, my math brain hurts. 13, right? $17. I refuse to actually think about this. I'll just keep on guessing until I get it right. Well, good little car. Let's see if I want another car. I'm just like wall-eyed and tired as fuck. so that's 6 out of 9 completed. Remaining is a 9-hour and 2 24-hour races. Actual 24-fuck-hour races. I'm gonna do them because I'm just that kind of an idiot. I got an Audi R8 LM race car. 2008? Oh, so that must be the GT car. Yeah. It's funny how they make the Audi sound like it's coming down from heaven. Sometimes it'll be like a little Citroen type V or something. It's like a little piece of shit car. Oh yes. By all means, have the choirs of angels playing for our new Volkswagen Beetle. Yeah. Alright, let's see if the PlayStation freezes or if I get to look at my used cars. I'm just gonna wrap this one up, I guess. Let's see if I can get it to magically read the disc by tricking it. Alright. Anyway, yeah, Joey's right. I just moved the background up. That was brilliant. TV, there we go. Okay. There we go. You get nothing, you lose. Good day, sir. I didn't get the Freemason thing. Why was that? Anyway. So. No. No. Oh well. At least I finished the freaking race. At least you can do a race on here without it. Oh, I hit level 33. Does that mean next time I load the game, my car is going to be up on it? Never mind. Anyways, on that bombshell, it's time to end. Thank you for watching, everybody. Please click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.
You